What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to play Vigil on Rainbow Six Siege. Before we go any further, links to all my socials in the description below, so make sure you go check those out. Now, Vigil is probably one of the best roamers in the game, simply because of his ability, which makes him invisible to drones. But quickly looking at his layout, you have the K1A, or people call this the Kia, doesn't really matter. It's a very good gun. I highly recommend it. Has angled grip or vertical grip, very low recoil, good attachments. Pretty much a very good gun, arguably one of the better guns in the game. Or he has the Boss G, which is a pretty big meme cannon. It does one-shot people for a fair distance. Does have an ACOG. I don't recommend it though, simply because it only has 2 shots and the recoil is very difficult to control. For his secondary, he either has the SMG-12 or the C75. People will use either one. It really depends on your preference. The C75 only has iron sights but very low recoil, while the SMG-12 has attachments like a reflex, red dot, hollow, pretty much all the attachments like that, but it has a lot of recoil, so it really is preference. I like the SMG-12. And then for his secondary gadget, either has impact grenades or a bulletproof camera. I recommend the impact grenades for when you're roaming. You can either open a hatch or open a wall and escape and get away quickly. Now, Vigil is one of the better roamers in the game. He's a 3-speed. And like I said, his ability, which is I believe the ERC7, is this gadget. And basically, you can't be seen by drones. When you shoot or melee, it disables. I'm not sure exactly how long it lasts. It feels around at least 30 seconds. You can be detected by IQ, however, but while you have your ability enabled, you cannot be seen by lion scans, so you can move around freely during those. But like I said, IQ, Jackal, all those people can still find you, so it is very important that you realize that and you are careful. But mainly, I feel like with Vigil's gadget, you only want to use it when you're either being droned out or trying to rotate. Because if you're just sitting here and you don't feel a threat, you don't feel like anybody's pushing you, and you're just sitting here with your gadget on for no reason, number one, when you actually do need it, like somebody's droning you, or you're trying to rotate back to site, something like that, and you don't have your ability able to activate, because it does have a cooldown, it does have a refresh rate that you need to wait before you can enable it again. It will be challenging, and you will be seen, you will be detected by drones or lion scans, anything like that, so be wary of that. One thing, this is a little quick thing, I see a lot of people run laser sight on Vigil. I don't know why you do that, because while you're cloaked or whatever, your laser sight can still be seen. So if you're crouched behind this table and you have your ability on and people see a laser sight right there and the Vigil markers on their screen, they're gonna know you're right here and either buck you, nade you, or just pre-fire you, anything like that. But what's really strong with Vigil is that his ability works through floors. So if they're droning you and you're, let's say the site's kitchen, and you are upstairs, top floor, and they're droning you, you shoot a drone, maybe you rotate back, you fall back to cocktail, you shoot another drone, and then you fall down to middle floor. As you keep using your ability, the Vigil markers, which you see at the bottom of the screen, are going to appear on the attacker's drones through floors. So they can be droning first floor, they can be droning top floor or middle floor, and they will get your Vigil markers no matter what, which makes him super strong. This can be used as a roaming technique. Like I said, you shoot a drone, you fall back, you shoot another drone or two, you fall back again, and he's just so good at wasting time, wasting utility, wasting drones, because you, as an attacker, will never know if Vigil's where you're droning unless you can see him with either your IQ scanner or with your own eyes. But this also is a very good tactic, even for a lot of people, like I said, will roam with Vigil due to this, but you can also anchor with him. That sounds very unconventional, and a lot of people don't do that. But the mere fact is that if you are to start top floor, maybe you wait like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or until you shoot a drone or two, you fall back to second floor, repeat the process, then you drop through freezer hatch. If you are able to sit inside the objective with your Vigil marker on, they will continue droning the second floor in that whole area, thinking you're still up there, and you can still play in sight. And with the K1A and the impacts and everything like that, his guns are good enough to be able to hold the objective with. You can hold an angle with it. It's very strong, really good fire rate. You can even maybe stop a plant with your impact grenades. You can open up a vertical hole. That's something I feel like a lot of people also don't do enough with Vigil, is use its impacts. I'd say you probably want to save an impact for getting away, but you definitely maybe want to use one impact, or you can use 2. It's really up to you for opening lines of sight. For example, you could throw one here and open up into prep, and you can watch prep from here. You can use your second one to open up the hatch. Then you can get a really long angle through the hatch, through the floor into prep, or you can open up one pretty much anywhere you want, and you can watch if they run into plant the diffuser. It really depends how you want to play him. He is very flexible. You can roam with him, you can anchor with him. He's like the Cav of drones, because you can't hear Cav, or Jackal will scan Cav. For Vigil, you can't see him with drones, and you can't line scan him. So he's like the Cav just for utility intel like that. But like I said, IQ can find him. So if you are feeling that you are playing against a really strong Vigil player, definitely bring an IQ. Even if they don't have a Vigil, she's still useful for that. And as a Vigil player, be wary if you know they have an IQ or you think the IQ is near you. But like I said, only use your ability when you need to or when you're moving, because if you are sitting inside and like this corner and nothing's really happening, no line scan, no drone, and you're just sitting with your ability on, maybe 5 seconds later when you've used your whole ability, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever, and they're droning you, or you need to rotate and they line scan and you don't have it, then you're going to be stuck in a tough position, and it's just not going to be the best position for you to succeed in. That's pretty much how to play Vigil. If you learned something new or enjoyed, remember to like and subscribe. All my socials are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and peace out, gamers.